What's up, chess player? Let's play this 5 minutes game together. I'm gonna explain all of my decisions throughout the game, and you're gonna take a lot out of this game. 21-71 is our opponent and is playing very solid here. d5, e6, c6, and I'm taking on c4 immediately. Yeah, it's a very interesting system. If I play e3 or e4, he's gonna play b5, and well, good luck trying to get this pawn back. So let me play a4 first, trying to stop the move b5. Bishop b4, it's a very interesting opening here. I have played it so much, but I don't really know what is the name of it, so feel free to write in the comments if you know it. I'm not that great with the names. I just remember that you need to attack the pawn on c4 and play the bishop d2 at some point. So let's start with e3, because I'm creating a thread, and now let's play bishop d2. It's important not to take, I guess. In the right moment you need to take it, so that he has to exchange the bishop and we get a pair of bishops. But he's gonna have, in the end of this variation, if he does it according to the theory, he gets those A and B connected passers, and I have some initiative in the center, and he's taken immediately. I guess he's not obliged to do that, because now it's gonna be more flexible. I mean, I can take on b5, but maybe I'm gonna have something else too. For example, here I can just play b3. So the normal line, at least as I know it, is a move a5. He's not doing that. Maybe I can just play b3, because I'm attacking this pawn on c4, and if you take it, I'm taking on b5 first. And that seems like a very good, promising position. The problem with the move a5 is that after b3, you have the move b4 and then c3, and that would be just a dream for black, but now it's not an option. So I don't see anything wrong with the move b3 here, and I'm putting so much pressure on those pawns. Yeah, he's still going for that. So now if I take on b5, we are back to the normal theory, takes, and b4, and the rook is protected. So that's going to be a theoretical position. But because he took so early on c3, that's why you should leave the checks for later, not do it before if you're not obliged to do that. I have an additional opportunity of taking on c4, and after b4 we basically have the same thing, but no connected passers for him, and this weak c-pawn. That is a very improved version, at least I feel, for me. After b4, just bishop b2 back, and maybe in the right moment I'm gonna have the move d5, opening up the entire diagonal. If he doesn't play c5, then maybe I'm gonna play c5. That is gonna make this bishop miserable. Although he has bishop e6 with an exchange, so maybe, yeah, it's not that clear. But also, if I don't play c5, then he's gonna play knight d7 and play c5 himself. And if I take, this knight is beautiful on c5, that would be a horrible thing for me. If I play d5, then I don't have enough defenders for that. So it feels somehow tempting for me to play c5, but I'm giving up this d5 square, so in response I get the d6 square. If I ever get to bring my knight there, that would be a dream. Also, I have e4 opportunity at the right moment if the knight lands on d5. So let me play c5 just to make sure I control this weakness here. Now just bishop d3 continues the development normally. Yeah, bishop a6. Maybe I even have to take, or should take rather, because if knight lands on a6, it's a very weird piece. Not, although maybe c7, d5, that would be a way to go. Yeah, let me just make castles then, because now I'm not accepting the fact that I'm losing the tempo with bishop d3 and bishop a6, queen d5. Yeah, I agree that the queen is very active, but maybe I have the move knight d2 and e4. e5? Yeah, e5 is not that pleasant for me. Knight e5 is another option. I mean, my idea is of course to get to c4 with my knight. But maybe after knight d2 and e5, I can just ignore the fact that e5 is played basically, and still play knight to c4, attacking the pawn, and if he takes, even bishop takes, and the bishop is very nice on d4, so that's fine for me. I have a bishop, so opening up the position should favor me. And also in some cases, maybe even e5, e4 and d5 would be great, once again opening up everything. Yeah, one thing that I don't like is that my queen is not protected, so this e5 will always be painful for me because he wants to play e4 and shut the entire position down. How can I stop that? I need to meet e5 is e4. Or maybe I can just play e4 immediately. Now, wait, knight c5 is a threat. Even after e4, he can just play knight c5, takes, knight takes d3, my bishop is hanging. Yes, that is very annoying and I have missed it. So maybe what I need to do is just remove my queen, and then the entire problem doesn't exist, basically. Oh, wow, I have 35 seconds. I completely forgot about the time. We are playing here with the time. So now I need to make all of the moves immediately and hope to survive. Yeah, sorry guys, but now that's gonna be funny for you. I was just, you know, thinking about all of the positional stuff and completely forgot about the times. It happens so often with me. Okay, knight c4. Now I need not to blunder the checkmate. The position is great for me, but without the time it's gonna be very difficult. I guess I have to remove some moves here, not to blunder it away. But of course, you know, at least from my game against Gotham chess, that pre-move is the best way to blunder stuff. Maybe in this case, h3 wasn't that great, because it's better to play g3 and control the f4 square. Okay, let me develop everything now. Maybe both rooks to the center of files. If I'm gonna have 1 second per move, I can make 33 moves more. Hopefully that's gonna be enough. I mean, if I assume he's not gonna play rook to knight to e3, then I can remove the move rook to e1, but it's always very scary. Okay, we are together in this board. If we lose, we lose. Yeah, against e5, I guess it was better to play e4, although that has some drawbacks. If he takes, I still take with the bishop, I guess. Bishop is good on d4. It is important not to blunder, but now I can just take everything. I mean, that's great in terms of simplifying the position so that I can make my moves faster, but of course he's gonna have this b pawn, which is gonna be very, very strong. But I still have e4 opportunity to just kick the knight away in the right moment. Now I'm just getting some pawns. Maybe e4 first was better, but still a lot of pawns here to win. b7, or maybe knight b3 was better. Yeah, knight b3 was better. Because the knight is so secure there. Oh no, knight d2. Yeah, that is exactly what happens when you don't have enough time, you blunder stuff. Yeah, now I'm a rook down. But either way I was a rook down. Okay, at least I tried my best. I have a single passer. Yeah, the position was so much winning before I blundered that. c5. Now there is a pin. As well, I have 2 pawns for the rook. Now I have 3 pawns, but I guess all falling apart. Well, my opponent is playing very slowly, so maybe I have a chance that he's gonna blunder something, but doubt that so much. Still have 12 seconds. Time for some pre-moves. Maybe h4. I need to keep my knight alive because that's a chance for me to give some checks. And checks takes some time away. Also I can just attack. Oops. Well, now the advantage is not that huge in terms of time, and that gives me a chance. I don't have a lot of squares. Yeah, and actually I win in the game now. It's even a checkmate. Wow. How amazing is that? I mean, I understand it's not fair towards our opponent because, well, he was so much winning. But before that, I was winning too. So I hope you enjoyed this roller coaster. I mean, that is such a game. At least before that, I was trying to explain everything to you, all of the positional aspects. So hit the like button if you enjoyed it. I mean, that was incredible. Thanks a lot for being with me. And in this video, you're gonna see an incredible game without those horrible mistakes.